Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Ronnie George. The topic that I'm going to cover today is expedited examination of patent application. Okay, so let's understand what is expedited examination. Now you must be knowing that in the process of getting a patent granted, there is a stage called examination wherein the examiner examines the patent application and eventually decides if the patent application should be granted or rejected. Now, this regular examination process might take anywhere between 1 year to 3 or 4 years, or maybe 5 years, depending on a few cases. For example, at what timelines you are, filing maybe request for examination. Also, it might depend on situations like the pendency of patent applications in the patent office. So, in order to tackle that problem, the patent office has provided an option called expedited examination, wherein certain applicants who fall under that eligibility criteria can use expedited examination to get their patent application granted at a much faster rate compared to the regular examination. If we go by the definition, expedited examination is a request through which the examination process of an Indian patent application can be accelerated. Now let's see what are the benefits of an expedited examination. So as I just said, the timelines in case of an expedited examination process are comparatively shorter than the regular examination process. The steps are still the same. In case of a regular examination and the expedited examination, the steps are still the same, which is, the examiner will examine the patent office and he will create a first examination report, and the applicant has to reply to the first examination report by submitting a FER response. So the steps will still remain the same, but the timelines for doing these steps are shortened at the Indian Patent Office, and therefore the process of getting the application granted or rejected becomes much faster. Secondly, the total time for getting a grant when expedited examination is applied may reduce to 6 to 12 months. So as we said, in a regular examination, the application might take maybe a few years to get the patent granted. But if an applicant opts for an expedited examination, he or she may get the application within 1 year. So, it can be even 6 months also if the application prosecution was very smooth, or it might take maybe 12 months also. But still, it is much faster in comparison to a regular examination of a patent application. All right. Now let's see the basic rules and forms that are need to be submitted when you're opting for an expedited examination. So the important rule which tells about expedited examination in the BEAR Act, that is the Indian Patent Acts, is Rule 24C of the Indian Patent Rules. This specific rule talks about the expedited examination. So any information that you want to get related to expedited examination you can find in Rule 24C. Then which form needs to be submitted when you are opting for expedited examination? Then that form is 18A. So form 18 is for regular examination and form 18A is for expedited examination. Okay, then deadline. What is the deadline for submitting a request for expedited examination? So it is similar to the deadline of a regular examination, which is 48 months from the earliest priority date or date of filing in India, whichever is earlier. So you have to make sure that you submit the request for examination or request for expedited examination within 48 months. Okay, so next thing is about the fees. So the fees, as I have already discussed in my another video related to the fees while filing patent application, is 8,000 for category A applicants. Category A applications means the startups, the small entity, the educational institutions, or the natural person, and 60,000 for category B applicants, which is others apart from the ones mentioned in the category A. So, for example, a large company or a multinational company will have to pay 60,000 if they want to go for expedited examination. Now, there are certain rules also associated with expedited examination. For example, if the application is not published when you are planning to file an expedited examination, or a form 9, that is request for publication, is not filed till that time, then along with form 18A you have to submit form 9 also. And it makes sense also, because since till an application is not published, it will not be examined, right? So if you are filing form 18A to get the application granted quickly, so you have to also get it published quickly, and that is why form 9 needs to be submitted if it is not already published, or if form 9 is not already filed. The second option that patent office provides is a regular examination can be converted into expedited examination. So in case you had filed a regular examination at an earlier stage, but then after a few months, or maybe an year, you are not seeing any advancement, right? And you want to get the process get faster. So in that case, what you can do is you can convert your regular examination into an expedited examination. Now let's see the eligibility for expedited examination. Now the thing is, expedited examination, unlike regular examination, is not available for everyone. So there are certain applicants who can apply for expedited examination, and let's discuss in this slide what are those applicants who can apply for expedited examination. So first is, if a PCT application is filed, the applicant has designated the IPO as the International Searching Authority or International Preliminary Examining Authority. So this is for those applicants who have filed a PCT application, and if they want to apply for expedited examination, in that case they have to select IPO, that is Indian Patent Office, as the ISA or IPEA. So if they are doing that, then only they can avail the option of expedited examination. They will become eligible for it. Then the second is the applicant who is a startup. So any startup, along if they have the proof that they are a startup, then they can apply for expedited examination. Then any small entity can apply for expedited examination. Okay. Then let's say if all the applicants, if in who are filing an application, are natural persons, they are individuals. In that case, at least one applicant should be a female. In that case also, they can apply for an expedited examination. So applicant is a female in case of joint applicants where all the applicants are natural persons and at least one of the applicants is female. Okay, if a single applicant who is a female is filing, she can also use the expedited examination option. Then the applicant is a department of the government or an institution owned, controlled, financed by the government. They can also apply for expedited examination. Then application pertains to a sector which is notified by the central government on the basis of a request from the head of department of the central government. So they can also apply. And then applicant is eligible under an arrangement for processing a patent application pursuant to an agreement between the IPO and a foreign patent office. So if they are satisfying this criteria, then also they are eligible to apply for expedited examination. Right? So these are the applicants who can apply for an expedited examination. So if you are falling under this, and if you're an inventor who wants to get the patent application granted quickly, then you can apply for expedited examination and get the uh, patent granted quickly. Right? I hope this clarifies the portion regarding the expedited examination. uh, we'll meet again in the next video. Thank you so much.